And we can start recording for the second part of this stream, which is going to be a bit shorter. As soon as the game boots up. Hey, Phoebes. In fact, I could have a snack right now, couldn't I? Ow! Or I could also hit my wrist on my microphone arm. Ah! You don't have to challenge me. I was just muted while I open it from its wrapper. Yes, we are continuing the Seance of Blake Manor. Does anyone remember what we uncovered when we had a first look at this? Because I don't remember very much. Eat 2 snack. Aha, there's 2 in a packet, so I already win. Dress for the occasion. There you go. You can tell control is a part of that hotkey, can't you? If I remember, we broke into someone's room here to have a look around. Hang on, I've barely touched my snacks. We need to look through our current mysteries and records and figure out what's going on. Shared strange dreams. Christine's bedroom. There's 20 pieces of evidence in her bedroom? Wait, map. Which bedroom are we in? We're in an unassigned room. Ah. Oh, we were looking for someone's old room or something, weren't we? And it was going to be one of the unassigned rooms. Find the room. I did that, I'm pretty sure. Did we get in there? I don't remember. Where she started? Which room was she assigned? Was Miss Dean the victim? Gosh, I remember nothing. Sigils, observations. I think this is who we're looking for, yeah. So her room is one of the currently unassigned rooms, but it's not 21. Do we have any clues on which room was hers? Someone should recall. 2, 7, 15 and 21 are unoccupied. One of these was hers. This was not Miss Dean's room, however, there is still something of interest. Maybe there is still something of interest in here. These 2 are east corridor, this one's west. Where are we? Which way is north on this map? Oh, well, if that's the east tower and that's the west tower, I feel like that's my answer. We're on the southwest corridor. I feel like we had a direction told to us, but it's not written down anywhere. Nothing in there. I'm on the last bite of my snack now. What happened here? Was this cracked when I first came in? It was not. I remember that. A copy of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, or The Modern Prometheus. Nothing. Sheets are rougher than my own. I already looked under the floorboard there. I can't remember what I found, but I found something. Leak landscape. Nothing in there. Nothing out window. Nothing in cupboard. Not sure what animal these horns are from. Not really worth wasting a minute to look at. Wasn't there a button to highlight interactables? Ah, space. Detective vision. Smells of death. It looks like we've looked at everything in here. Right. We can find some people to talk to. Can't go in either of those rooms. That's a toilet. That's a car driving past. I don't know if that came through the mic, but just in case, it's probably a motorbike actually. We got some people hanging out down here. Atrium. Like, do we just check every... We might as well just check every room, right? If I get to room 7... Well, room 15 is locked. Room 2 is not locked. We've not been to room 2. This way, right? Yeah, yeah. Straight on. Second on the right. Listed as unoccupied. It might have been Miss Dean's. Can't hear anything. No one in there. Not locked. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Book of Ghost Tales. No listed author. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Bird. Oh, they do close themselves. I don't have to keep closing them myself. Anything under the bed? A child's block sits under the bed. I wonder if they're from the young master or a previous guest. Book of Spooky Stories for Children. Pages on vampires are folded in. Signs of child's play. Nothing remarkable about the bed. Somebody seems to have gotten called away in the middle of cleaning the fireplace. They left nothing of note in their haste. The bed warmer hasn't been used in some time. Bed warmer? I'm not sure that this is Miss Dean's room. Meaning you. Oh, you can warm my bed anytime, Benji. Alright, let's check room 7. Can you fit with hot coal? Something to warm the bed. Like that, yeah. Ooh. Eh? This place is, like, super haunted. Just having a nosy. So if you missed the first stream of this, we are a detective. In Ireland, I think. Sent to investigate a missing person at this hotel. And the hotel seems to be super haunted. No one inside. Very vulnerable to motion sickness. Alright, you look after yourself. Nothing in there. Under the bed. A key. Northeast corridor key. Master key for all bedrooms in the northeast corridor for staff use. Looks like it's been a while since this bed was moved. One of the floorboards is coming up, but it's still secure. Well, that's my key now. Wait, I steal the covers? Sorry. Can't help what I do when I'm asleep. I'm sorry. Oh, we can get into these 4 people's rooms now. Oh, 5, actually. There's another one there. Okay, so if we have the key to a room, it's marked orange. So it was worth checking here. I've never heard it referred to like that, but I get what you mean. Do we check other people's rooms? I don't think they're in their rooms at the moment, so I think I'd get away with it. This is where Father Lorcan Sinnott is staying. Sounds like someone's in there. I'm not gonna break into. I'm not gonna just unlock someone's door while they're in there. I'll get frickin' kicked out. A second duvet is not a bad idea. This one, room 12. Right, it says there's no one in. Some letters. Several scrapped letters that, judging by the handwriting, are written by Miss Hisham. But whatever she's writing seems to be in Arabic, and I can't read that. Nothing in there. Can I see anything in there? I used a minute to open that. Her schedule. I've noted her movements in my timetable. It's just some dresses. Style's unfamiliar to me, but that's no surprise. Maps? She's been mapping the grounds and marking rooms off. The reason for which I can't tell. That's interesting. Charcoal and drawing paper. She likes to draw. Set of stationery. Nothing remarkable about it. She's got a copy of the Quran. That by itself isn't sus. Unless there's like a hidden compartment with a key inside. No, it's not. Nothing inside that. Just a book. Can I look under the bed here? I cannot, so I assume there's nothing under it. Journal. That dream. It keeps pulling my attention away from the vase. Sometimes hours of searching have gone before I realise I've been looking for something else. That symbol. Miss Hisham has seen it too? Did she also dream it? Another person has experienced the same dream as Miss Dean and I. Can I find 2 more? I feel like 3 is already a pattern, dude. Well, you want 5 just to be safe? Right. Dupre's room. Oh, I can purposely pass time as well if I want to. No one in? In we go. Mr. Dupre's travel papers from the US. A ticket. Luggage ticket for Bay 46. There's a symbol scrolled on the back, a sigil like the ones from my dream. Nothing in there. An exchange between Miss Mantovani and Mr. Dupre, arranging a meeting for this weekend to discuss funeral rites. The meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. in the drawing room, after Miss Mantovani's talk, which is at 5. Perhaps I could listen in. These drawings, they look like Evelyn Dean. That's sus. Schedule.
Valerie. Water.
I know where you're going now. Water, thank you. Clothes for the event. Not noteworthy. Got nothing in the pockets or anything. Journal. There's the symbol again. Second person experiencing not just odd dreams, but specifically variations on the same dream. One more would confirm my theory. How is this possible? It's uncanny. Evelyn Dean is the spitting image of my dearly departed friend. I'd thought her a ghost at first. Can't be coincidence, us meeting here like this. I'm being asked, no, compelled to act upon this message. That cannot be allowed to happen. I'll write of it no more. I cannot dwell, cannot feed the urge. The urge? What is happening to you, Mr. Dupre? Night after night I see this, but why? Recurring dream as well, then. Bit macabre. A beautiful statuette that seems to represent death in some way or another. The words Maman Brigitte are engraved in delicate lettering on her necklace. An urn? Filled with ashes. Mr. Dupre must have lost somebody recently. A book on Irish mythology. There's a note on the inside cover. To the devil on my shoulder, I hope you enjoy this book. Thank you for wanting to read it and for seeing me truly, always. Your best friend, L. Can't look under the bed. Books about Maman Brigitte, the lower, a god in the voodoo religion of life and death. Chapters which discuss her connections to the Irish Saint Brigid are dog-eared and annotated. Looking for connections between different sources of mythologies. Yes, L from Death Note. He's famously Irish, right? There's someone in Dr. Callahan's room, so... And there's someone in there, so we're not going in there right now. I should take notes. Rooms 9 and 10. Hang on. Oh, you can't see my overlay, so you can't see the notes I'm taking. I don't even remember what that was for, so let's delete that. Let me switch to monitor capture. Then you can see the notes I'm taking. Right. 9 AM, rooms occupied. Need to check later. Northeast corridor. What was it? 9, 10, and 12. 9, 10, and 12. 12 is Hisham. 10 is Dr. Callahan, and that is for Miss Callahan. Okay, Chat Dupre's room. Room 15 we do not have a key for. That's another empty room I still need to check. Room 7 hasn't been confirmed as not her room. I must have missed something in there. There's also room 15 that I cannot reach. Given that it's locked, I think that's a decent chance of it being that room. Huh? There should be a door right in front of me. The door to room 15 appears to be missing. The markings on the wall look similar to those in my dream, but without a pattern. How would I even go about finding such a thing? Whatever has caused this to vanish. Might this have been Miss Dean's room? Following leads will help you progress and solve mysteries. Review the mystery map. Further clues can be revealed by discussing evidence with other characters. Portrait will appear underneath topics that can be discussed with them. Characters you haven't spoken to yet will show as a question mark. Some topics are locked until you gain specific information. So the missing doorway can be discussed with the owner of the place. 3 people I don't know. And I think that's the bellboy. Must find a way to make it reappear. Probably by drawing a certain sigil on the wall. Would be my guess. Well, he's in the atrium right now. Let's go have a chat with him. Excuse me, dude. Why is the door gone?
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Discuss evidence. Missing door. The door to room 15, it's missing? A missing door. Ah, you mean the rumours. Yes, it's long been said that Percival Blake walled up a scullery girl after she refused his advances. Then the same with her fiancé, who came looking for her. Percival Blake was documented as a jealous and bitterly angry man, so it is possible. But in the 100+ years since his passing, no hidden rooms or walled-up bodies have been found. Certainly it predates the manor becoming a hotel, so I suspect it was not our room 15. Of course, the missing bodies were not found anywhere else either, so nothing can be entirely ruled out. Likely they fled here for a better life in the, at that time, newly discovered America. There's more information on this and other topics in the library. So if it's got the eye on it, that means I've discussed it with you. Okay. Have you been having any strange dreams? I've had the strangest dream since coming here. Is that something many people report? I have heard it said. It's not something you experience yourself? I have worked here for nearly 20 years, Mr. Ward. I don't often sleep off the grounds, so I would not guess what a normal dream would be for me. When one spends so much time in a place, to dream of corridors and doors and windows is sadly quite normal. I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Dean and I had. It's close, but not enough.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Certainly.
Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. Bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other researched topics. Okay, is the bellboy still, like, around? He was, like, stood up here, if I remember last. Nah, he must have moved on. to the lobby. Maybe he's hanging out in the lobby. No? I wonder where he could be then. Where's the library? I don't know. I've got to find a sign for it or something. Drawing room. Unmarked. I don't know what's behind it. Well, opening doors does not seem to pass time. It's just observations. Oh, it's a library. Observations and examining evidence. Research desk. This will be useful if I want to look anything up. Mary Blake. Information on Mary Blake. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness? Marchioness? Marquis? She gained this title. I'm just going to say Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Oh, it's the same year as Steel Ball Run. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools, and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connacht. Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organised fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education for over 40 pupils. 40 with the American spelling. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman until her death in 1894. Okay. Percival? Percival Blake became the Marquess of Doon at the age of 24 when his father Graham died of old age. This was in 1739. He ruled through the Great Freeze, the year of the slaughter, the Jacobite Rising, until he drowned in the tsunami of 1755 at the age of 40. I see some annotations that suggest that he didn't drown in the tsunami, more than he was drowned during it. It seems he was not popular with the people around him. In 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumour suggested she had rejected advances he made. Her fiancé came from a nearby village to find her, and he too wasn't heard from again. Various notes are added from different periods that say staff believed he walled them up, alive. One note says they can still be heard sobbing for one another through the darker months. Despite this gruesome reputation, a portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. I wonder if that's worth checking out. Blake history, religion. Spiritualism, Irish folklore, Irish mythology, world mythology, geography, archaeology, science and psychology. I just thought I saw something flicker. Flora and fauna, medicine, world history, Irish history, Blake history. Okay, there's a fair few topics in here. Map of Ireland and one of Connaught, the region this hotel sits in. Some sections are carefully marked out. Various books detailing historical land ownership in this region. Bottle of sherry. Miss Quinn's schedule. Okay. She left it behind in the library. Let's head to the East Tower. Yes. This ambience is a bit ominous, isn't it? I just realised since I've switched to monitor capture, you can see my frame rate display. I'm going to turn that off because I'm finding it distracting. Where do you turn that off? Ah, performance monitor off. There. East Tower. Should be a portrait of some angry-looking fella. That would appear to be it. Percival Blake, the 4th Marquess of Doon. Nasty-looking character for sure. That matches the missing door. Buttons on his jacket have the same pattern on the missing doorway at room 15. It's a shame that whatever left him with this wound didn't kill him. Is it just me, or is his remaining eye looking downwards? Distinct archway. Do not recall seeing it in the hotel yet. I wonder if I'm going to need to take a picture of this. I think I will. Just in case. Well, that's going to be locked, is it? Oh, no? It looked like it was going to be locked from the map. East Courtyard, East Basement, Blake family residence. Oh, there's the bellboy. Hey, buddy. Mr. Doyle.
Sorry, sir. Doors are closed now. You had to be seated before the half hour.
Oh. Oh, I've missed breakfast. It's too busy looking around. I hope that's not going to be an issue. The door to room 15 is missing. Has it been walled up? Walled up? What? Oh, like that old Blake who walled up that couple? I'd say he did it. I saw his painting there in the tower, and he looks the sort. Room 15 shouldn't be closed off, though. I guess I'll go talk to the manager? Mr. Hunter? I don't know. First time dealing with a wandering door.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, all right.
No new information there. Guess I'm not allowed in the dining room for now. Serve from 9 till 10, lunch from 1 till 2. Dinner on Saturdays from 7 till 8. Dinner on Sunday is a silent dinner from 8 till 9. Admittance to meals is closed on the half hour. Yeah, well, if I knew that. Oh, dearie me. Let's compare the picture to the marks on the walls. $2,000 frames in the menus. If I can, I lock games to 60. Because otherwise, they will use all the processing power to run the game at 2,000 frames a second, and it will lag out the rest of my streaming software. Room 15 is where I wanted to be. In the right corridor, right? Yes. Yeah, I'm right there. Right, let's just hang that on the right side of the screen there. Screenshots. Oh, it automatically pauses when I want to look at the picture, though. There. Stop it. Stop. Steam? Steam, can you not? Don't make it blue, I just want to look at it. Use? Is this even enough to open the door? How do I use it? Oh, I don't think I have enough answers to do that. I have to draw a pattern? No. No, up. No. It's not going to be able to get everything in one go either, is it? I assume that's what I'm trying to do. Oh my god, can you... This is so awkward to control. How does this work? Good question. Aha! There's a door hidden behind this wall. Am I still dreaming? Either black magic caused this. Somebody went through a lot of trouble to mask Miss Dean's room. I don't hear anything inside. There's a key in the lock. The master key for this corridor. Why was it left here? What other mysteries does this room hold for me? I mean, you won't be able to see above 60 if you have a 60 Hz monitor, but even if the game is running at a higher frame rate, it'll still be a fraction of a second more responsive if it is running at a higher frame rate than what you can perceive on the monitor itself. Because a game can only process an input on a frame, right? There's more frames, there's more fractions of time for your inputs to go through. But when it's already at 60 a second, you're pretty much fine. Can't see anything of note in here. Nothing in there. Under the bed. There's a symbol. Can't make it out. So it's one of the dream symbols, I can tell from here. Bottle of turpentine. What's that doing here? I'm at 2 out of 3. What am I missing? Oh. Scratch marks by the bed's legs. It's been recently moved. It's been even more recently moved now. Some kind of markings on the floor. I've seen this before. The symbol was in my dream on the stone at the end. But it's deformed here. Put my glasses back, thank you. A new shape seems to have been left by the deformation. Another draw everything in one go puzzles. Okay, well, this one seems easy at least. The wizard hid the door. I need to find the identity of the wizard. Whatever they didn't want me to find in here.
That sigil.
Merlin? In Ireland?
Unlocked some kind of memory. Somebody painted this sigil under the bed on the night Miss Dean went missing. The same one from my dream. When they came back to remove it, they couldn't, and they magically sealed the room to cover their tracks. I have a hazy understanding of the sigil's intent somehow. It draws attention to the person above it, though attention of what I do not know. It brings them back to the dream, maybe. I'm unclear. It's as if I have memory that is not quite my own.
Bottle of turpentine. Looks like somebody made an attempt to shift the markings. Nothing under the rug. Just being thorough. Nothing in there. Nothing behind there. Nothing in there. Oh. Loose floorboard. There's a note. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction, then north for 3. Turn west and walk for 2 junctions, then south for 1. It is kept behind the cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs. And a piece of paper stained with what exactly? In God's name brought Miss Dean here in the first place? Another pattern. What on earth am I supposed to draw this time? Yeah, I don't know where these are going to go. I don't think I have the answers for this. I'll screenshot the set of dots though. I like that. When you step over it, it's not only does it squeak, but it stunts your movement to make you think, what was that? I like that. You're looking. Why not check the stand? No. Nothing in there. Oh, hang on. It's been cleaned since its last use. It's a figure made from sticks and twine. It's that horsehair? Why would this be here? Chimney charm. A wanted poster for Miss Barbosa. It looks as though she's wanted for arson in her homeland. She set fire to some prison carts earlier this year. Didn't realise just how dangerous Miss Barbosa was. Dangerous or foolish, but with fire there's not much difference. How did Miss Dean get her hands on this anyway? I think I saw that sticking out. What have I done in here then? I feel I've been pretty thorough. Right, room 15 was the one. Missing doorway, figured that out. Searched the room, found the markings, had a vision. Some turpentine. Potential connection to the vision. Okay, that's what that means. I do have the southeast key now. The missing doorway could be something to do with Percival. That was 300 years ago.
Valerie,
As you know, what year is it in game?
water.
Because they have a telegraph machine. Could be like maybe 200 years ago. Maybe it's... No, they were talking about 1890. I think it might be early 1900s, possibly. Hydrate, thank you. Can't remember. There's no year left on this. Right. Nothing happens until 1 PM. As far as events go. Hunter stays in the stables. Right, let's see what other rooms we can check up here. Get information on other guests.
Oh, well. Hello there. I don't believe... Hold on. Isn't that... Yes, that's Evelyn. Miss Dean's room. It is, isn't it? I'd forgotten, but I'm sure of it now. What were you doing in there?
Two lies or the truth? I changed rooms. I was her friend. Or tell him I'm investigating. Tell him the truth. I'm going to tell him the truth.
I'm looking into where Miss Dean has gone. Someone has reason to believe she's gone missing.
She's gone? I thought I hadn't seen her. But I suppose I was hoping I'd just missed her. I mean, I saw her late on Tuesday night. I didn't speak to her, but she didn't seem to be herself. She looked like she might have spent some significant time at the bar. She went towards the East Tower behind you. I considered following her to see if she was all right, but... Well, even drunk, she was faster than me with this blasted stick. Anyway, I'm not one to go chasing a woman, so... But if you believe something to have happened to her then, well...
Looked drunk. Went to the East Tower. Wonder if the sigil under her bed has imparted some form of control over her?
As I mentioned, she was out of it when I saw her. I'd say she was at the bar, and that is likely true.
Hmm.
But she may well have been there getting something from the barman. The porter, Doyle. He's a bit of a user, and Evelyn always finds those. Anyone with a supply can share a supply. Maybe you can learn something from him?
You think I should
Well.
talk to Doyle?
This is good information to have. Thank you. This will help.
I hope it does. Evelyn's a terror in her own right, but she doesn't deserve anything to happen to her.
I wonder if there's any kind of memory manipulation going on. Nobody seemed to know about this missing room until it just appeared again. It's like, oh yeah, that is where she was. Wandering the grounds in a daze just prior to her disappearance. What does this all mean? Okay. Make a hypothesis. Miss Dean was seen unlocking? Seen wandering the southeast corridor in a daze caused by the sigil. I'm on the money, aren't I?
It seems Miss Dean was wandering the halls in a magical stupor,
Mm-hmm.
brought on by the markings painted under her bed.
Wow, I love mystery games where you can figure it out pretty much at the same time as the characters.
What does this tell me about the culprit?
Bad at cleaning. Got the wrong target. They used magic.
It seems as if the culprit knows how to use magic to achieve their ends, whatever those may be. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result.
Those who can't use
And
magic.
if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Learn who can use magic. It's time to start cross-examining and figure out who the culprit is. Should now investigate the mystery titled The Culprit. Right, facts are on the left, character facts on the right. Use these to eliminate any culprits who don't match what you know about the culprit. You can eliminate characters throughout the investigation, and it is not permanent. So who was it that couldn't use magic? Was it Erickson? She cannot use magic. Someone who is literate and can use magic. O'Finn cannot write in English. Doesn't mean he can't write at all. I mean, he only speaks English, but... Eliminate for now. I don't think it's you. Found a letter written by him. Lifelike drawings. Don't know anything about magic. Marked off Mrs. Erickson's list of magical people. Does that mean you're not magic? You have a list. Can I see that list of names? Yeah, it's crossed out. So I assume you just assumed... Wait, he either is magical, because you only have a list of 5 people. These 5 people could be magical, but for some reason you didn't want to go for Toussaint. It might not be because he was lacking magic. I need more confirmation on that, I feel. Could be just because she saw it as too risky. Maybe he's too magical. Alright, what are we checking on next then? The rooms in this area. As we can now open all of these. O'Meara, you just left your room to bother me. Did you go back inside? You did not. check your room then, shall we? Sketches. Makes my stomach turn. Has been labelled My Angel. Drawing biblically accurate angels in your spare time, I see. As you do. I've only got 6 things to check before the hour changes. I don't want to be here when the hour changes. Just in case 10, he goes back to his room. Unless I can find his schedule to get confirmation. A letter from Kefil Umira's mother checking in on him. Kefil, Storon? Stiren? I have no idea how to pronounce that. It's got accents on it, it scares me. When this seance of yours is done, do come home. Your sister wants to see you before her wedding. It would do me good to see you too. It's been too long since last you visited, though it may not seem long to you. I worry for you, dear boy. Your peers are starting to talk. Angels might have chosen you, but have regard for your earthly self. That's who I know as my son. Remember. Ominous. This is dependent on you leaving your schedule in your room, though. You might have it on you. It's just stationery. Nothing. Journal. Is that blood? I woke in the bath almost too weak to get out. I cut too deeply. I can't go on like this. There are only so many near misses one can survive. Recent brush with death seems to be a common thing for him, one he wants to put a stop to. Caught a glimpse, though, just before I passed out, a pale and glowing shape. Out of reach again the moment I knew it to be there. Saturday, 7 p.m, changing rooms, MacLeod. Why does she want to meet? At least it's in private. Hopefully she'll be looking for some fun. Good God, I hope Evelyn comes to her senses soon. I'm so bored without her. Thanks to Miss Hisham's jars, I have everything I need now to trap it, apart from its bloody name. But soon I'll have it. It won't escape me again. I've an awful notion to open one of these jars. Sheer curiosity. Best not. The year John Dee was given Enochian language, entrusted with the ability to truly speak with angels. If he and I are special, and it is of the same sort, then it's only a matter of translating the language. A horrific sketch. The adjacent note says, had it, just for a moment, and then gone again. But I'll try again, have it back. This guy's trying to communicate with angels via near-death experiences? That's concerning. What's more concerning is it seems to be working. Combination. Is it numbers? What was the number we just saw on the... 1583. Is it going to be that easy? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, you probably should, but we are probably going to be wrapping up shortly. It seems that in the past he has used something called Enochian magic to commune with something he believes to be an angel. His notes and tools here seem to be part of the rituals he's used to that end. Though he has also employed near-death experiences and other unwise methods to talk with this entity. I see ritual markings here with trapping circle. Trapping circle, does that match? Could that be drawn on that? Possibly? No, because there's like 2 lines there. I can make 1. It's the same number of sides. That could be... No, I don't think so. Soul jars? They have odd symbols on them and some sort of fluid inside. Can I close that? It'll turn 10 o'clock if I close it. I don't have his schedule. I don't know if he's just going to come straight back to his room at 10. If I leave it open, I don't know if he'll find out that I've been in there. Or someone's been in there. I'm in the clear. That was a risk. Things change on the hour in this game. Okay. It's Quinn and Darcy. Are you in? 14. Quinn is in. This is in southeast. Darcy. I don't hear a thing. Unless you're just being very quiet. That's not been a thing so far. Smaller room. It's clothes. Book on spiritualism. The information within seems targeted to the inexperienced. Spiritualism for dummies. Schedule. Noted her movements. Yeah. William Darcy. Yeah. I just don't have your face in here for some reason. Can't scroll to the right as long as stop at 4. Okay. Well, I know where you're going to be. Protestant cross. Note she's making about the event, but they seem less academic in nature and more for a work of fiction. Jewelry. What's that? Poison? Why on earth does Mrs. Darcy have a bottle of thallium? Make a note of that. Information on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Seems rather rudimentary reading for a fully fledged member. A well-read book. Contents not important. Can't look under the bed, must be nothing there. Journal. Those blasted dreams of home. I don't want to go home. Not after what happened. I want a new life. There's a loose page slipped in. Medical certificate showing Mrs. Darcy was bedbound for some time in the autumn of last year. The doctor listed it as medical code UO.33, whatever that means. Rather racy letters to Mrs. Darcy's husband. They don't seem to be written by Mrs. Darcy herself. They date back as far as August last year. Does that writing look familiar? Are there any similarities between these letters? That matches. Y matches. That E looks like it could match. The A as well. Yeah. It seems Miss Dean is the author of these letters to Mr. Darcy. Well, we just found a motive. Miss Darcy has a connection to Miss Dean, one with an inbuilt motive. I should investigate her further. Nothing in there. Oh, that was the schedule. I've already seen that. I think that's all I'm... Okay, shit. The missing person sent letters to this woman's husband. And this woman has those letters. And also poison. But we're not here investigating a poisoning. Then again, we've not found the body, so...
Valerie needs water.
Water. Thank you. A trail was left through the manor. A trail of knocked over furnishings, and see where they lead me. What knocked over furnishings? Not found a body yet. True. I still need to meet everyone to make some more deductions. Coded paper. Gotta decipher this note somehow. We need to look elsewhere to find a way to decipher it. Treasure map. Start in the garden in autumn. What could that mean? These letters are discussable with her. It would very much give away that I've been in her room, though. A knocked plant. Did Miss Dean pass this way? Oh, she was stuck. She went to the East Tower. She came from upstairs. Came out here, knocked over this. I need to find things that have been scuffed. That's been scuffed. This has not. This has not. So I would then make an assumption. Wait, no, this is her room. So she came this way. Silly. Thought her room was upstairs for a moment for some reason. She came this way. She came into the tower, like the fella said. That's been knocked off its... Is anything else out of place down here? Another pattern. Same motif as the painting. Let's try and open it. It's the same pattern as the one on the door, so I think if we just start... like that. How is this possible? What is this place? And that's where we're wrapping up for the night. Alright, oh, I'm excited to get more into this. I'm very excited to get more into this. But I've gone a quarter of an hour over time. Looking for a good cliffhanger. You know, I've got to pull you back tomorrow. Yes. You're saving there. Okay. Right, let's get schedule up. More of the Seance of Blake Manor tomorrow. This will be replacing Neo 3 on the schedule since we've now finished it. Day off Wednesday. Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail patch 7.1 continues on Thursday and Friday. I aim to get through all the patch content, the Alliance raids and the normal raids before we move on from that. Chances are the 7.5 Part 1 patch will come out while we're still catching up, so we'll have that to do as well, while it's relevant. And Greb's finishing Big Hops probably on Saturday, and continuing Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon after that. Put social links in chat. If you want to keep up to date with everything we do, you can find the Discord, Blue Sky, tip page, wishlist page, the VOD page if you're watching live, and the live page if you're watching the VOD. So thank you very much for watching. If you're watching the VOD in the future on YouTube, after I've remembered to upload this, all those links are in the description. So please like, comment, subscribe. I read every one I get, because it's not hard to. I only get a couple. But thank you for watching very much. Honestly, I'll see you next time.